So welcome everybody to the call. My name is Roger Garth. It's my pleasure to be your host for the call tonight. If you're looking at this call for the first time, then in the space of the next 20-25 minutes, you're going to be introduced to an opportunity to make an additional second or third income from the comfort of your own home, which right at this moment in time is probably more relevant than it's ever been in our history. We all know that all around the world, everybody's forced to lock down. Many people aren't allowed to go out of their home to go to work unless it's absolutely necessary. So what are you going to do to actually do something about that? Well, some of us have actually been working all the way through the lockdown. And that's because we have the opportunity to use our computers to do all of that. I'm not going to go into it myself right now. I'm actually going to introduce you to a friend of mine who I first met probably about 8 months ago now. In that time, he's taken a huge amount of personal, huge amount of personal time out to help me and everyone else that you can see on the screen who's been with us for any period of time to grow our business and to teach us exactly how to copy exactly what he does. He's been doing this now for 4.5 years, and he's achieved a remarkable degree of success, and he's right on the brink of taking that to an absolutely new level. His name's Brandon Boyd. He's from Utah in the United States. Brandon, can you, oh, there you go, you've unmuted yourself. Fabulous. Over to you, my friend.
Awesome. Want to make sure first you can hear me?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. In fact, guys,
Don't know what he's done there. Frozen a little bit.
a day, Monday through Thursday, and so I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to jump on, because we share things that have really made a difference in a lot of people's lives, especially ever since about March 1st. We've brought in about 110,000 new customers doing what I'm getting ready to show you guys on this cell phone. If you don't use the cell phone much, you can do it on a computer as well. Background on myself. So I'm married. I've got 6 kids. I have not had a job since 2004, where I've had a W-2 check, where I've had to rely on somebody else to pay my bills. And I'm not putting down jobs. I'm just saying that most people that I talk to, they want freedom, right? They want the freedom to do the things that they really want to do, not the things that they have to do. There is a difference. And so I've been involved in trading currency now for about 5.5 years. And I partnered with a company called I Am Academy about 4.5 years ago. It's been a tremendous blessing. I've been in over 40 countries around the globe. I've spoken to literally tens of thousands of people, and this has been incredible. So what I'm going to do is share a screen with you guys, and once you can see it, I want you to put a yes inside of the chat box in front of you. And what I like to start by doing when I share this is just by asking you guys a question. What if you could take advantage of the largest financial market in the world? Well, when I was first asked that, I actually thought that they were referring to the stock market, but it's actually the foreign exchange market known as Forex, F-O-R-E-X, Forex, which according to a statistic from late last year, does over $6 trillion per day. 6 trillion. Now think about that. That is longer than your phone number with the area code included. It's pretty crazy. And so if that's the case, what does that mean to you, and how can you capitalize on it to your benefit? So essentially, how can you get your piece of the pie? Well, first, you need to understand how currency trading actually works. All right, so I'm going to make this very simple, especially for those who are hearing this for the very first time. Let's say that I left the United States and I went to Germany. Now, when I get to Germany, if I want to buy something, I have to exchange my US dollars for the euros, which is what they would use in Germany. Now, let's say if I then go from Germany to Mexico, I have to exchange the euros for the peso, all right, because that's what they would use there. So that in its simplest form is how foreign currency works. The value of one currency of each country would change all day long, 24 hours per day, because of this supply and this demand, and how the countries are doing, how their economies are doing, right? Literally, you could watch the numbers just like the stock market going up and down and up and down and up and down all day long, right? And so this means that the money that you exchange could actually be valued higher by the time you exchange it back for your original US dollars. All right. So here's the problem though. Most people, they don't have the time and they don't have the money to travel around the world exchanging money. And so we've actually made this easy. All right. You can trade currencies right from your phone or computer. Okay. And through following strategies that we have put together, you have the opportunity to make money all day as much as you want. Now, if you think it sounds too good to be true, I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works. The first thing that we do is we teach and educate you through Go Live sessions on how to trade both Forex and digital currency from over 100 plus educators all throughout the day and night and in multiple languages. In fact, I'm going to take you online. Let me do a stop share. I'm going to take you to it's a webinar platform called Go Live. All right. I want to show this to you because this is super powerful. There's nobody in the world doing what we're doing on this. Okay. Especially at the height that we're doing this at. So you log in, you choose the language that you want. Okay. So it's in many languages. We have about 168 educators. You're going to see their top featured sessions. And then you're going to go right here and pick a channel. So let's just say, for example, that I wanted to do HFX, which is known as high frequency Forex. Okay. What it would do is it would show me which of the educators do high frequency Forex. I check their schedule, and then I just plug in, like, for example, I was just on Millie Mills. She's one of our educators. She was doing an English and Spanish session where she was educating, but she was also trading. Okay, I like to get on each night. Matthew Thayer, that's a guy that I follow that I really like. Okay, that's done phenomenal. So this is how it worked. Let's say I got on Matthew Thayer and I wanted to see him educate and teach me what he's been able to do to be successful. Okay, so let's say that I just click on this. I'm going to watch this again, and I'm actually going to show you guys an actual example. Let me go ahead and mute him out. So what he's going to do is he's going to show us his chart. He's going to wait for an indicator, which would be an up arrow or down arrow, and he's going to let us know when he's going to get into a trade. So we can simply copy what it is he's doing. So I'm going to show you right here. So here he has a platform he's using with a broker. A broker is basically a place just like a bank where you can actually put your money into and you can actually trade that money. And so when he sees a good trade set up, he's going to go back to the broker right here and he's going to get executed trade. So I'm actually going to show you guys that as an example. I have an account that I like to use as a practice account where this can actually show you how to actually trade. So let's say, looking to the left, he called out he said, hey guys, I'm going to actually do a USD JPY, which is the United States dollar and the Japanese yen. Okay, so click on that. The broker says it's paying out 71%, and I'm going to show you what that means. He says I'm going to do a 1 minute trade, which means after 1 minute, the trade will expire. And on this trade, I'm going to risk $10. Now, because the broker's paying out 71%, out of that $10 I'm risking, I'm going to get $7.10 if that trade ends up profiting. So here's the way it worked. Let's say that he said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and buy the USD JPY, or he could sell, which is a put, a call is a buy. So just as an example, without any analysis, I'm going to hit the call button. Okay. So you can see right down here that I actually bought in on this currency 106.994 because that's what it's currently at right now. And as you can see, you see how this is changing, moving over. What happens is when 1 minute expires, okay, because you can see the time clock up here. When 1 minute expires, as long as when that minute is done, that this particular trade, because I did a buy, so we're looking for it to go up. If it is above that green line, I'm actually going to get the profit that I just risked right there. Remember, I'm risking $10. Now, if it ends up being below that green line, then what would happen? I would lose that money. That's okay. See, look it, I just won the trade. So guys, what happens is I go down here, I click on closed, and I can look at my latest closed trade. USD JPY. It says that my order size was $10. That means that I risked $10, okay? And then it pays me out the profit for that particular pair, which would be $7.10, 71%, okay? So this is how it works. It's very, very simple. So all I would do is go back. I watch his session right here. Guess what? His sessions are literally like 30 to 45 minutes long. And all we do is take the same trades that he himself is taking. And then what he's going to do is educate us on how he's coming up with this analysis. Okay. And we have thousands upon thousands of people every day jump onto these live sessions. So the real question is, are you willing to jump on a session to make money? And the answer for most is probably yes, because most people are doing what? They're watching Netflix, they're hanging out, they're scrolling through their social media. This is something that actually gives the opportunity to actually make money. So this is super powerful because all you do is copy paste. You guys saw it right before your eyes. I just took a trade. I took a $10 risk trade, and in 1 minute, I profited on that trade. And what did I profit? 71% of $10 is what? $7.10. I profited in 1 minute. Imagine doing that for 30 minutes in a day, an hour in a day, 2 hours in a day. You could literally treat this like a full-time job. In fact, I tell people all the time, if you were to treat this like a job, you would actually get paid phenomenal amount of money. The problem is that most people in life, they treat things like a hobby and they get paid like a hobby, right? They don't get paid like a real business. I treat this as a real job, as a real business. Therefore, I've been able to be very successful at it. All right, so let me go back here. And I'm going to show you one other thing that we do. So again, the system is very simple. What we do is we educate you. We teach you on how to do this. But what do you do first, especially since you haven't done this before? You copy what we're doing, which means you copy the trades that we are sending to you. Very simple. I just call it copy, paste, share. And this is the last part that I want to talk about right here. Because if you have the desire, and desire being the key word, you can become what's called an affiliate, where you can start the process of getting paid to share this with others on social media. They can attend a webinar like this right now. They can watch one of our videos. And so look at this like a college or a university. Okay, ours is an academy. We're not accredited, so that's why we can't say this is a university. But what happens is that people can actually enroll into our academy just like a school. And by doing that, the more people that are enrolling and subscribing, the more that you get paid, because you are the one who is bringing the customers to the company. And it's optional. If you just want to trade and you don't actually want to make any extra money, you don't need to. But let me show you how this will really start to compound for you. Step one is if I share this with 2 individuals, I'm going to get a free membership. Look at it this way. It would be like you getting a scholarship and being able to go to school for free, okay? And which I know for some of you watching this, you probably paid a lot of money going to school. And probably some of you are not even using what it is that you were actually taught in school, okay? Now here's what happens. When you share this with a third person and you're an affiliate with a company, the company now starts to pay you $150, not once, but ongoing, from those 3 customers. Why? Because they are subscribed to the academy. Now, what naturally starts to happen as people see the value and they make money trading, they're liking what we're doing, they may start to share the program with other people on social media. Remember, you're not selling lotion, potion, powder, pill, or bug juice. You don't sell a bunch of overpriced junk that people don't need. People want time, debt freedom. They want financial freedom. That's what we're promoting here. So let's say to those 3 people, they just did the same thing. 3 shared it with 3. You now got 12 customers. If you could use an extra $600 a month right now, especially during this time, put $600 inside the chat, okay? 12 customers, $600. That didn't mean you got 12. It just meant they shared it. You got 12 customers, $600 a month. Now, here's the thing that I love about it. You don't have to sell anything, because people can make money without having to tell anyone about the program. Yet that's exactly what starts to happen. They can't not talk about it when they're making money. So those 12, they share with a few, you now got 30 customers. You're paid $1,000 on a monthly basis as those 12 customers remain active with their subscription. And this is where it starts to get crazy. And I say crazy, but this is realistic because we have people at every one of these ranks. In fact, we have an individual who's about to hit Chairman 750 any day. So look at Platinum 150 all the way up to Chairman 500. You look at the middle, that shows the number of people subscribing to the Academy. You look at the right, you can see their weekly and monthly income. All right, so whether you want to make $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, if you want to completely replace your job between trading the affiliate side, or if you just want to trade, or if you want to do both and do the affiliate and trade, that's what I do. I've been able to take money that I've made from the affiliate side and simply compound the money on the trading side. And this is what's crazy that I've been able to see with this, because I just spent some time with Jason Brown this morning, one of our Chairman 500s. Regardless of what he does today, he will make more in this morning where I'm at than people make the whole month, some even the entire year. Okay, it's crazy. Full-time income from doing what? From getting educated on how to trade in the largest financial market in the world and sharing it with a few people. Okay, so you're probably wondering, Brandon, it sounds great, but how much is this going to cost me? And then how much time do I actually have to put into it? And it's real simple. As far as time, as little or as much as you want. You know, it really comes down to you. Like if you want to copy and paste our trade ideas, I tell people it's going to take you 5 to 10 minutes per day. If you get on a go live session, maybe 30 minutes. Okay, it's 100% worth it. As far as cost, I recommend starting with whether it's the Platinum Forex package or the HFX. They're both $235. There's no contract. The monthly is $174.95. It's month to month. And what's awesome is you can get rid of this in 2 ways. Watch, just like I said here. Share with 2, membership is free. Or number 2, simply make more money trading than you pay on the package price. So here's what I tell people. Don't even worry about the monthly. If you cannot make enough money to cover the monthly with what they're doing, what we're actually doing, then there's something wrong. Okay, because what we're doing works. All you got to do is plug in. It's like a gym membership. It's not that the gym doesn't work. It's that people don't show up. Yet the gym stays open. 90% of the people don't even show up. In fact, most people don't even show up in life in general. They're just existing every single day. But you got to remember it, that any dead fish can float downstream. You don't want to just exist. You don't want to just survive. You want to thrive. You guys want to be abundant. You don't just want to barely get by every week, right? This is going to help you guys create abundance. And here's one of the cool things we do. We have a 7-day money-back guarantee. So if you decide this is not for you, no sweat. You just contact the company, cancel your subscription. I'd highly recommend that you not do that. Here's the reason why. It will cost you money not to be a part of our program. The reason why I say that is because of the potential that you have every day to tap into that $6.6 trillion. You got to remember, you're not investing in our company. You're investing into yourself. You're investing into your future. If you don't have money working for you and you're only working for money, you're in trouble. If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you're probably going to work until the day you die. So I have a real simple system. Make money, use that money to make you more money, and then repeat that process. Okay, so instead of just being a slave to money, money can actually be a slave to you. That's how you free up time. That's how you become debt-free. That's how you create financial freedom. It's not just working for money. It's having money work for you, because rich people, they don't work for money. Money works for them. Now you may say, but Brandon, I don't want to be rich. Well, then you've never been rich, because I've been broke and rich. So broke I couldn't see straight. Being rich is a heck of a lot better. Right? Let's not be in denial. The reality is that people say, I don't want to be rich, but they all want to find out for themselves. The thing is that when you have the opportunity now to have more abundance in your life, that means you now get the opportunity to bless more people. All right. We have a platform that is blessing a lot of people's lives right now. The reality is what we're doing right now is blessing more people's lives than anything that I've ever done in my career. So I've been an entrepreneur now pretty much since I was young, had a lawn mowing business for 12 years, got into entrepreneurship at 19. And by the time I was 24 years of age, I was free from a job. And that doesn't mean that everything has been perfect. Everyone has trials and tribulations. But the reality is that this platform, which has now been alive for 7 years, is in over 100 countries. It's blessing so many, in fact, countless people's lives. I was just on with the CEO last night, countless people's lives. We're growing like crazy. Several thousand customers are joining our academy every day. And I'm going to repeat that. Several thousand people are enrolling in our academy every day. That's pretty phenomenal. In fact, by December, we're going to have over 500,000 customers in this company. Over 500,000. And the question is, are you going to be one of them? And are you going to tap in to the money that could actually be flowing towards you instead of just sitting back like this with your arms crossed saying, you know what, those things never work. I tried that back in 1998 and I lost my shirt. Well, guess what? It's not 1998. It's 2020. Things have changed. But in order for things to change, you must change. In order for things to get better, you must get better. You can't wish that things were easier. Instead, you got to wish that you were better, right? We have the platform. We have the mentorship. We have the education that you guys need to succeed. And with that, Roger, I'll go ahead and turn it back to you. I appreciate you having me on.
Thanks for that, Brandon. Brandon, just a quick question. Just for someone who's looking at this for the first time, what if someone says to you, I'm not very good with computers, or I don't handle that, or I can't find my way around these things? What kind of help and support is available?
Well, I do get that question from time to time, and I will tell you that there's an individual on our team. I won't give his name, but boy, he was not good at computers at all, phones and all that stuff. Not only is he doing what we're doing, and he was copying what we were doing, but he became successful with that, but he actually now knows how to use a computer, and he's making money to the point where he's actually going to educate his team on what we're doing. And so I would not have any worry about that, because as long as you at least know how to fire up your computer and get internet access, you can be successful with what we're doing. Because if with this individual, if he was able to be successful, I know anybody can be successful, whether they know how to use a computer or not, simply because all they need is internet access, and we will show them step by step on what they need to do on how to act. I mean, look, all you have to do is hit call or put. I mean, anybody can just click a button. And if you don't know how to click a button, then you've arrived now. Let us teach you how to do this so that you can be successful and not use that to hold you back any longer from changing your situation.
Okay, and in terms of timescale, if someone's not available at the time that the traders you were talking about are available, or the educators you were talking about, what happens then?
Well, we have a calendar of 168 educators, so you just really put a time that works for you. They do record the sessions as well. And so if you can't attend a session one day, there's gonna be a session later on. I mean, there's sessions all throughout the days. In fact, I found that yesterday, Jason Brown said we have 1,300 hours live every month, 1,300. So the time is there. You just look at the calendar and see what's going to work best for your schedule.
That's pretty much got to cover everybody, hasn't it? Okay, Brandon, thank you very much for that. Thank you for your time. Guys, you've just heard about something that I believe is an astonishingly exciting opportunity. Certainly there are people on here who are trading today who 2-3 months ago they'd never heard of it or never thought it was possible that they could do that, and yet now they're making money every single day. So if you think it's something that could be for you, if you like the idea of an expert trader taking you by the hand and holding you step by step through every single step that you need to make until such time as you're ready to do this on your own, then get back to the person who invited you onto this call and ask them how you get started, and we'll welcome you aboard. We do this same call twice a week. So if you know anyone who you think might be interested in this and they might want to have a look at it and maybe even get their opinion on it, then invite them back at the same time tomorrow night. And we'll go through the same thing all over again, and we'll explain it to them. And maybe you can get started with a friend, buddy up with a friend, something that actually works for an awful lot of people. So we'll see you tomorrow night. My name is Roger Garth. Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.